Hello Rinconians, Rincon Steve here. As you can tell, I'm back here in Arizona and been here since November actually, but kind of wanted to continue with our videos on the teardrop. As you recall, our last video had to do with us working on the problems, the water leaks, and one of those things was to install vents in the side of the teardrop. Well, I have a video that I did in New Hampshire that I want to show you that we'll just cut to here soon, that shows you how I installed those vents. So let's take a look at that. Well, hello Rinconians, another beautiful day here in New Hampshire. We're gonna do a few things on our teardrop this morning. We're getting ready for another trip to Vermont to visit some family, and I think I was telling you one of the things we need to do is add a vent to our cabin because it's too tight, and it'll help. We learned that the windows here actually, you know, the water drains through that hole, but what's happening, the low pressure inside is sucking the water in instead of letting it drain. So we got this vent. That's the way it looks on the outside. If we were to put it on here, and it's got a good size hole on the inside. I think that's a 3-inch. That's what you'll see on the inside on the wall. So actually I'm going to do one over here, probably in here somewhere, and I also want to put one for the refrigerator, because I know the more air we can get back here to help keep the heat down on the refrigerator will benefit us. So that's the plan. Let me just show you as we go along. Now that's kind of scary, isn't it? Oh, just did my hole, big hole in the side of my trailer. Let's see how this looks. Got my vent. There, I think that's pretty good there. It is quite a hole, isn't it? And the way this is designed, it should keep the water out. Yeah, all right, let's clean that up and glue it up. So one thing I'm doing is sealing the inner edge of this hole. There will be a measure of water that gets into it. This is just designed to let water in, and then it seeps out of the cover. So I'm a little concerned about bare plywood here absorbing moisture, so I'm just putting a little bit of spar varnish, or at least one coat, in on this to help resist any sort of delamination of the pylon or the plywood. Okay, there it is. You can see the caulking oozing out, but we'll cut that off after it dries. Just see on the inside. I think that should do good. Now we'll get this put back together. Okay, so we got the hole cut for the cabin vent. Got it there. And we got it over here. It's up high away from the bedding. But one thing I'm noticing is these slots are quite wide. I think we'll get bugs. So I've cut a piece of screen that I'm going to stick in here, and hopefully that does it for the bugs. So, and here's the end result of the vent. You can see it's got some dirt on it right now, but that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? So you can see the vent there. I'd shown you that before, but that's with it fully installed, and now you can see it in relation to the mattress here. This is folded into 3, so given to here, that's probably about 5 to 6 inches. So that's up away from the bedding, out of the way, and yet still allowing air to come in, which I think the whole idea was to do it so that there was you know, no low pressure for when you're driving down and not sucking water in. But I think it also is good just to have air in, you know, when your doors are closed and you're sleeping. I think in a lot of ways it's a good thing. Okay, so we'll see how that ventilation system works, if that helps. One thing I wanted to do though is to test the doors. I wanted to set the camera inside the camper, looking out of the doors, you know, out towards the doors to where the water leaks, and run the hose on it and see what happens. Let's try that and see what happens. Okay, here we go. We're gonna test the door. Focus on the lower part of the glass. That's where I think it comes in. So let's take a look. Let's do this one now. Let's see how this one goes. This door didn't seem as bad as the other one, did it? But you can see there's water. Oh, there's a lot of water in here. Sheesh. And that really wasn't a lot of water when you think about it. When you're driving down the highway and trucks coming at you, it's raining. Yeah, this is soaked. These are useless. So I don't think it matters what kind of vent I put in there at the rate that this water came in. So let's see what we can do about this. I think a lot of comments talked about going back to the manufacturer of the door. One guy told me that he actually got them to replace the windows for the door, because that's where the water's coming in. It's pouring in through the... He said they're defective, and I would agree. So I was just wiping up the water inside, and I decided to flip the mattress over. Look at how much water got in there. It's like every bit of water I put it through on my hose went into the trailer. Crazy. That's ridiculous. Look at, here's the other side. It's even worse. It's soaked. Crazy. Okay, so you can see we have a problem. Those doors leak, the windows leak, no matter, you know, doesn't matter that we have the vents in there. So I've got to go back to the manufacturer and see what they'll do for me. Let's hope he does something. If not, I'll reveal who it is, and maybe we can make some noise and get him to take some action. In the meantime, stay tuned. I'll have some more videos on the Teardrop. A lot of people are asking me about my cabinet doors, shelf I should say, and I have a nice little video about how I did that, and I think you'll like that. So everyone, stay tuned, and we'll see you next time.